A fighter pilot is still human. They need to eat, drink, and relieve themselves. The need for bodily fluids is especially crucial for fighter pilots. A fluid loss of just 3% dehydration can reduce the body's ability to withstand G-forces by up to 40%. That's why fighter pilots must stay well hydrated. Likewise, waste elimination is equally important. Holding in urine can reduce concentration and focus. Therefore, fighter pilots must be facilitated to do both. Unlike commercial aircraft cockpits, fighter jet cockpits are very cramped, and every extra bit of weight is minimized as it can slightly reduce the aircraft's performance. So, it's clearly not feasible to install a water dispenser or toilet on a fighter jet. To address hydration needs, a pilot's suit can be equipped with a camelback, which is like a hydration backpack filled with drinking water. The pilot drinks through a tube. However, for those who dislike using a camelback, it's still possible to bring a regular plastic bottle and drink as usual. But to drink from a bottle, the oxygen mask must be removed, something that should only be done at lower altitudes. Another thing to watch out for when using a bottle is the cap. If it falls off, it can pose serious danger. Small, loose objects in the cockpit can cause foreign object damage. For example, jamming the aircraft's control pedals or interfering with the ejection seat mechanism. The bottle can be stored in the pilot's helmet bag or within their flight suit. What about food? In typical training sessions or regular missions, flight duration usually doesn't exceed 1.5 to 2 hours. So, there's no need to bring food. Just eat a full meal 1-2 hours before the flight. But on longer missions, such as long-range strikes that involve multiple air refuelings, pilots will need to bring food supplies. These supplies must be practical and easy to eat, such as protein bars or high-energy biscuits. Now, how do pilots urinate? To urinate, a pilot uses a special bag called a piddle pack. A piddle pack is a Ziploc-style waterproof pouch. When the pilot needs to pee, they unzip their G-suit. The suit has zippers that can open from both the top and bottom. They then take out their furry missile and urinate into the pouch. Inside the piddle pack is a kind of sponge that absorbs the liquid. Some versions contain a powder that quickly turns the liquid into gel to prevent spillage. This urination process must be done while the aircraft is flying level. It's obviously not possible while performing maneuvers like a Pugachev's Cobra. For male pilots, using a piddle pack poses no significant issue. But what about female fighter pilots? For women, there's a vacuum-assisted device available. It's worn like a sanitary pad. When it detects fluid, it automatically activates a vacuum system that suctions the liquid into a storage pouch. A similar vacuum-based system also exists for male pilots, using a funnel-shaped interface. The real challenge arises when a pilot needs to defecate. Naturally, pilots anticipate this and make sure they don't feel the urge before flying. They also avoid foods that might upset their stomach. Even if the urge does come during flight, holding it for 1 to 2 hours is usually manageable. But if fate has other plans and the urge becomes unbearable, soiling the flight suit a little is still far cheaper than having to eject from the aircraft.